Hi, I'm Lisa Charleyboy, and today I am here at Osum Conversation Corporation, and today I'll be talking to Marie Robidoux, who is the Aboriginal Relations Coordinator. I know that you have a project area coming up fairly soon, which is the Taiga project, which will be near Cold Lake. I had some questions about the project, the type of jobs that are available on the site. I'm wondering what kind of things can schools do to help prepare the students so that they will be able to get jobs like this in the future?
Well, really, if you're talking about oil and gas jobs, you're talking in general, you're talking about trades, and you're talking about university. So if you want to go into either of those, you need your high school, right? But not just a general high school. You gotta look at your sciences. You gotta make sure that you get the basic sciences, so that then you can go and do your trade and power engineering. You can do a trade in electrician, or you can go to university and become an engineer. But you need the grade 12 and you need sciences.
What kind of work does OSUM do in the educational sector to support and facilitate students to access the kind of jobs in the future that OSUM provides?
We've done a few things, and one of them is we've been working closely with the Cold Lake High School, and supporting some science projects and all that. But we also had a couple of events that are worth noting. The Osum Innovation Challenge, and that was for high school students. So we had at the Cold Lake High School, we had a 2-day event, and then we followed that with a 1-day similar event, but only for Aboriginal students. Mm-hmm. And it was a way to try to help the students look at the world in a different way, and open their mind and see what doors they can open just by changing their way of thinking. So that was really a lot of fun, actually.
So it sounds like that kind of event opened up the students' minds to also think about engineering and look at it as a plausible field or a career choice. What about the women in the local communities near your projects? Do you do anything specifically to target the women?
Well, we hadn't, and then eventually we realized, well, we can't, we've been looking at the youth, we've been looking at the businesses, we've been looking at employment, which are going to, which is going to be filled mostly by men. And we thought, okay, so, well, what about the women? And so we put together a 1-day Aboriginal Women Entrepreneur event. And it was highly successful. It was in Bonnyville. So we had a number of Aboriginal women coming from all the different First Nation Aboriginal groups in the area. And we're looking actually at following this up, probably in the fall, with a follow-up event, to continue to build on the momentum of that event and not leave the women behind.
Right. So I was in attendance, or part of the event, so yes. That was a very exciting day, and I think that it really helped the women to think about becoming service providers and also
That's right.
becoming their own entrepreneurs. So that's fantastic. What are your thoughts on working with the community moving forward?
Well, one of the pillars of OSUM's corporate view is to be a good neighbor. Not only be a good neighbor, by not taking off your neighbors, but being a good neighbor by providing support and sharing in the future. So working with the communities, working with the schools, working with the youth, working with the elders, this is all part of what we really want to do.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you for taking the time with me today. I really appreciate it.
Very welcome.